Hi everyone, my name is Martin from Natso. Welcome to the very first episode of the You Reserve the Right to Conserve series, where we will travel far and wide and learn about different conservation efforts regarding the environment, endangered species, and many things more. This is our first stop, which is the Conserve Natural Forests. Yeah, Miguel.
Hi everybody. Conserve Natural Forest Foundation here in Thailand. We have been operating here for 8 years right now. We mainly focus on planting trees. Okay, so that's the main thing that we do. We collect seeds, we germinate them in our nurseries, we take care of them, and then when the time is right, we plant them in the correct locations. So far we've planted over 800,000 trees in Thailand. But every year it's increasing. So last year we planted 335,000 and this year the number will be larger. So keep following us to see how we do. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can hear, and well, you can't feel because it's 60 degrees Celsius right now. Where I come from, people start complaining about 25 degrees Celsius. We are in the middle of the dry season. So usually it's not the right time to actually plant some trees, but today we are in a lucky spot, so we can actually do that.
Lucky spot, yes.
And also we will see about that elephant of yours that you were talking about, and maybe meet that up in person. So let's get going.
Okay, let's go.
Conserve Natural Forests is actively tackling carbon emission, global warming, and climate change. Miguel, his team, and volunteers are planting about 200,000 trees each year, and by now not just within this province but all across Thailand. From rainforests to mangroves, from butterflies to elephants, CNF focuses on all the ecosystems and its inhabitants.
So right now we are at the nursery where we have like all different kinds of plants, and this is Mark. Mark will tell us all about it.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark. I am the horticultural intern here at Conserve Natural Forests. I'm in charge of designing and completing our botanical garden here at the project site. Today I'm going to show you some of our favorite species here. So one of my personal favorites is the bromeliads. Very tropical plant we have an entire bed of over here. What you might be familiar with is the pineapple. Pineapple is in the same family as these. These are actually pineapple plants themselves right there. So a bromeliad is an epiphyte that comes from the neotropics. An epiphyte is a plant that grows on another plant. Epi meaning on, phyte meaning plant. So here we decided to simulate that and attach these bromeliads to this big log here. And we use some wire to hold them, but eventually they will use their roots to anchor themselves on this tree as they would do in the wild, because they're trying to catch rainwater, which is how they get their nutrients. And they will collect a lot of rainwater in their tanks, if you can see right here on the inside. And this whole little tank of water will create an entire little ecosystem full of bacteria and algae, and insects will even lay their eggs in there, or lizards will take refuge, or frogs will hang out, drink the water. So they're really cool tropical plants.
Then you also have carnivorous plants.
Yeah. Here we have our carnivorous bog. One of my favorite carnivorous plants is the Nepenthes, or pitcher plant. You can see why it's called a pitcher plant, because the extension of this leaf right here turns into this pitcher-shaped form that holds a liquid with a cocktail full of acids and compounds that helps the plant digest the insect and collect its nutrients. It naturally grows in a very low nutrient environment, so they've evolved to eat insects and derive their nutrients from there. Here you can follow me through our jungle walk, full of palms and different types of gingers and heliconias, some tree ferns. This is where you can see some of the most beautiful flora. For example, this one right here. Just incredible, beautiful colors. I think the common name is lobster claw, which you can tell. Why?
I see a resemblance here.
Yeah, exactly. So we talked about epiphytes before with the bromeliads, plants that grow on other plants, and specifically mostly trees. That's why it's important to showcase these plants, because they're also dependent on reforestation, which is the main practice that they're doing here at Conserve Natural Forests. So these orchids and these Hoyas depend on trees and forests so that they can anchor themselves up there and continue to live. So yeah, this is our little epiphyte corridor. We'll fill it up more soon, but for now we've got some cool blooms. Here we have our worm tea fertilizer bins. Worm tea fertilizer, also known as vermicompost tea, is a liquid fertilizer produced by steeping composted organic matter produced by worms in water. It creates this fertilizer that is extremely rich in nutrients and minerals needed for plant growth. So it's an incredible way for natural fertilizer in your garden.
Here we are at the Mushroom House, and this is a super duper interesting project because it centers all around sustainability. So Miguel, shoot away.
Yeah, self-sustainability is the idea. We have people come to visit, so we show them how it's possible to grow a lot of your own food. Like we had organic farming project before, but that's on hold for now because we are spending a lot of time in the south. But anyway, you can get these bags full of spores, and you have a dark area for them, and then you just put some water every day, and as you can see now there's not a lot because they harvested already today, but these are the white mushrooms. Yeah, they come out of the bags because the spores are inside, and these bags can last about 3 months.
Yeah.
And these are black mushrooms and these are white. So yeah, the whole idea is you can grow your own food, organic, no chemicals,
And they really don't need much, right? It just has to be dark and a bit of water and that's all.
Yeah, a little bit of care and love, and they'll be fine.
That's right. How about you tell us where that hole is coming from?
Oh, well, it's a bit of a story. We had an intern studying her master degree in architecture, and she designed all this for when we have visitors come to talk to them here. And then the other day, one of the drivers left a bunch of bananas here, and the elephant found out about that. So we will fix it. Claw, if you see this, we're going to fix it, I promise.
The Asian elephant is critically endangered. Once thriving from Syria to India to Indonesia, all the way through China, can now only be found in pockets south of the Himalayas and the Southeast Asian archipelago. Poaching and the destruction of habitat pushed these gentle giants further and further down the path of extinction. It is estimated that in 30 years from now, their population will have been reduced so significantly that they can be listed as technically extinct.
Just wanted to introduce you to Camille. She is an Asian elephant, medium-sized, weighs about 3,500 kg, and she eats about 200 kilograms of food per day. And this 40 kilos of bananas that she's just going through is her snack. Tapas, we say here.
Okay.
As we wrap up, remember that every tree planted by CNF brings us closer to a healthier climate in Thailand's ecosystems. On the 15th of May, join us in making a difference by supporting our course collection drop in partnership with CNF. Until next time, let's work together to nurture our planet for a brighter, greener future. Follow both of us on Instagram and don't forget to like and subscribe to our You Reserve the Right to Conserve channel.
So yeah, that sums it up. Thank you so much for joining us on our tour here through the Conserve Natural Forests. And yeah, please feel free to check out their organization. You've seen what they do here on a daily basis, their commitment and their love to every living being here. So yeah, we'll leave a link to their website, of course. And if you would like to support us, feel free to do so. You will find opportunities to do that in the description here. Listed our GoFundMe page and also the link to our shop. Check out if there's something there for you that you like. And don't forget, a portion of that will go to said organization directly.